name is Technical.Friday, and this is the tin of coffee. So, this tin of coffee has one listed ingredient, and that's 100% pure coffee. Now, whether that's true, I don't know. That's all it says, 100% pure coffee. No other warning labels, no other ingredients, but is 100% pure coffee really what you're putting into your body? That's what I want to discuss with you today. I want to discuss what the health impacts of coffee are. Now, before we get into that, I do want to give you a quick fact, and that's, well, coffee is a huge deal in the United States. It totaled for around $18 billion in 2017, and the average coffee drinker consumes around 3.1 cups per day. Coffee's actually been in the headlines recently, and that's because a California judge under Proposition 65 ruled that coffee might be cancerous and that it needs to have labels warning consumers. Whether it's true or not, or whether the judge is over exaggerating, or if that ruling is wrong, I do want to go over that with you. But there are three main components of coffee I do want to go over as well. And that's caffeine. I want to go over what the impact of caffeine is on the body. I want to go over acrylamide, which is the toxin that the judge ruled was cancerous. And I want to go over kind of the beverage as a whole and what impact it has on you on a cellular level. So hopefully by the end of the presentation, you'll better understand what coffee does to your body and if it's something you want to keep consuming or not. So firstly, caffeine. It's the most well-known active ingredient in coffee. Its benefits are many, its drawbacks are many as well. One of the biggest benefits for caffeine is it stimulates your nervous system. All right, things like your memory, your focus, it wakes you up. Another advantage is it's a diuretic, it helps you urinate more, which means you flush out your system. Lastly, your appetite. It can stop you from being hungry, which is great if you're trying to lose weight or if you're trying to eat a little healthier. Some of the drawbacks, some of the side effects of caffeine are increased acid levels in your stomach, which could lead to heartburn or other discomforts. Increase in blood pressure or heart rate, but that kind of goes along with the nervous system thing. It's kind of a drawback of that. And caffeine has been known to release hormones in the body that make you a little bit more irritable, but I haven't noticed that. That's just what the research says. So that's something you can kind of decide for yourself. Is caffeine something you want to consume? Personally, for me, I get a benefit from that. I think the benefits outweigh the negatives. Now, if you don't think that, if you still like the taste of coffee, though, decaf coffee is always an option. Or is it? I mean, for all you know, coffee causes cancer, right? Well, the cancer-causing chemical in coffee is acrylamide. All right, it's found in bread, it's found in potatoes, it's found in coffee. It's used actually in the production of things like paper, dyes, plastics. It's a dangerous chemical for sure, but the amount in coffee is extremely minimal. And the amount you consume per day is negligible on average. And the journal article I found said that the average person consumes about 0.3 to 2.0 micrograms per kilogram of body weight. To put that in perspective, a microgram is 1/1000th of a kilogram. So you're able to get this toxin into your body three different ways. That's digestive, like food and drink, skin, like skincare products, and breathing it, like secondhand smoke or smoking a cigarette yourself. It has neurotoxic, genotoxic, and cancerogenic properties, which just means is that it can affect the nervous system, it can cause cancer, it can cause hormone imbalances, you can lose control of your muscles. It's a very nasty thing. Although the conclusion of the journal article said that there's no correlation between acrylamide-rich foods and health effects, or an impact on health. So the idea is that it's so minimal in things like coffee or french fries or potato chips or granola bars or cereal or baby formula that it's just, there's no impact. And the only reason they know what this chemical can do is lab rats. They just inject a ton of it into into lab rats, and they're able to see that, wow, this stuff's horrible. So with that out of the way, I do want to talk about what are some other impacts of coffee on the body. So I did find a few journal articles that kind of went over the health benefits of coffee, the health negatives of coffee, what coffee does to the body. The first one was from the American College of Rheumatology. They studied a sample of over 14,000 patients, and they kind of got their data and they tested on a linear regression, and they said that people who drink coffee have a lower chance of hyperuremia. Sorry, I'm slaughtering that pronunciation, but it's a good thing. So, and they found no correlation between decaf coffee and decaffeinated coffee, or sorry, caffeinated and decaf. So it's actually a component of the coffee itself that helps the uric acid not be in the blood. The second journal article I found was from the University of Barcelona. Now, the University of Barcelona took cultured cancer cells, two different types of cancer cells. I believe one was breast cancer, one was colon. And they saturated them with instant coffee and caffeic acid being a component of coffee. And the amount they saturated the cells with was equivalent to what they would normally be saturated with with drinking about 1 cup of coffee per day. And the results were that the cancer genes were inhibited, or at least some of them were. And they said that they'd be very valuable to research cancer treatments with. So there are benefits of drinking coffee besides just, the obvious caffeine. So that's about it. That's my presentation. I just wanted to let you guys know that coffee does have impact. It does have an impact on your body, either it be positive or negative. That's for you to decide. Thank you.